The Waymo Robotaxi, the Zeekr RT, is Chinese. It's made in China. It's hit with a 100% tariff. It's doubled in price from an estimated 50,000 to 100,000. Waymo's unforced error looks to be coming true.
I mean, this literally goes back to episode 1, Grayson, where this was the unforced error of what they're paying and the risk that existed. And this was certainly telegraphed. I mean, 100,000. I'm not sure how much the Jaguars cost. You know, probably still more thanks to the doubling if it lasts that long. But I guess they're in a situation now that you just kind of have to plug forward, because I'm not sure how you just come up with incremental supply. They're not making any more Jags. Hyundai is, you know, we've talked about in prior podcasts, can't accelerate the timeline. So you're just going to have to pay up.
Or do we see an announcement perhaps in the next 30 to 45 days of a new OEM partner for Waymo?
I mean, that could happen, but like you've seen all the talking heads refer to, which, you know, we like to clown on them often, but it is accurate to say that it takes a bit of time just to kind of bring up production for a new partner. So you could announce a new partner tomorrow, and that partner could, you know, intend to build their product in the U.S., but that's going to take time. We need Waymo getting cars today. We need them expanded in Austin so we can really test the Uber relationship. We need additional markets because, you know, Tesla's got them in their sights, and I think other technology companies who continue to find partnerships with Uber and Lyft also have them in their sights. So Waymo's got to get on it. I mean, I know they have the lead now, but they got to get on, you know, getting the supply to continue to maintain that lead.
I'm going to put on my Make America Great Again hat here for a moment, and I'm going to ask you this. Does Waymo do the art of the deal? Will they try and get an exemption for the Zeekrs? Will they bring on manufacturing in America and perhaps use Hyundai as a bargaining chip and say, we're going to increase production in America if you allow us an exemption for a certain period of time?
Are there deals to be had? Because according to Commerce Secretary Lutnick on CNBC this morning, there are no carve-outs. There are no special deals.
There are special deals. There is a carve-out. Semiconductors, no 25% tariff. They're exempt from tariffs.
Well, I'm not sure what Lutnick was talking about because he said there was no exemptions, and then there are. So I'm not, does he even really know what's going on as it relates to Waymo getting a carve-out? I mean, I hope so. But I mean, it feels like with this administration, you're going to have people that were saying today proudly, "Oh, I told you, if you just listen to what Trump said, he's just doing what he said he would." And had there been some type of different tariffs or use for negotiation, you'd have another group of people to be like, "Oh, I told you that this was like 4D chess and this was just used for negotiation." The problem is that companies in America don't know what the answer is, and I think we dealt with this, or we discussed this at great length in Texas, you know, with a lot of great people that are trying to figure out which way we go. Just give us what the answer is, what the tariff is, and businesses will move forward. So I think, you know, Waymo and others are going to have to make those decisions based on whatever the latest information is.
When we were in Texas, former Speaker of the House, Speaker McCarthy, gave one of the most brilliant, articulate answers I've ever heard as it relates to tariffs in this conversation with Mr. Perot. Fascinating there. If you look at Waymo's strategy, they built an American LiDAR company. All the components, they're building them in America. They're manufacturing, they're assembling in America. Then why take this risk that I call the unforced error? Because just had to follow the betting markets. The betting markets all told you Trump was surging. And we all know that the polling is completely inaccurate for Trump. Why take that risk and go to China when there was a 50-50 shot, no matter which way you looked at it, that Trump was going to become president again?
I mean, even if Trump wasn't in office, there's certainly a focus in the administrations in general in terms of China. Some of the stuff Trump did in his first administration were continued in the Biden administration, and who knows what Kamala Harris would have done there. We can only obviously speculate. It is fascinating, though, that, you know, when we talked about Hesai in the past, which makes LiDAR sensors that a lot of the industry says are essential for them to get their trials off the ground in 2025, Waymo didn't have that. And it's like, oh, it's all American, you know, American made on the technology side. And then you go out and you take all this great American technology and you bolt it onto a Chinese car. I don't know, man. It seems just odd. And on top of it, everything we hear is that Waymo as an organization just moves very slowly. Part of the reason you've had, you know, the Lyft relationship perhaps not happening is the bureaucracy and the slow movement that Waymo exists today, which is ironic, right? Because they're kind of at the head of the game right now. But if they're going to be this big lethargic company where they can't move quickly and make decisions like this, buying Chinese cars, you're opening the door for technology companies, to prosper, and that opens the door, on a derivative basis for obviously Uber and Lyft.